ciencia.
YouTube channel out. Hold on. Kick isn't starting. Oh God. Let me start it again. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if it's going to. It's in connecting. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to, and I can't do that today. Thanks, that Shizzle, for letting me know. I gotta put up a new key. I hate when they do that. Why YouTube doesn't do this. No other, as a matter of fact, no other streaming platform does this, where they always refresh the damn stream key. It's really a headache. It's really a headache. I really hate it. I mean, I absolutely despise it when they do that. So, oh, wait a minute. It's working. Oh, there it go. Okay, it went through. It went through. I had to hit it twice. Okay, it's going through. Must be having some problems. Restream was down earlier. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. I saw it on my restream was down earlier. I guess hold on. If that's the case, they must got bombed again. I don't know why he has it in Ukraine. I mean, I know it's a Ukrainian company, but Boo Boo, you are being destroyed by Russia. Do these people not know this? Like, Like, get the business out of Ukraine. Damn. Hold on, let me see. Let's see what's going on. Ukraine. Hold on a second. Had to, then. Had to. Yeah, this is fake news. That's so fake news. Hold on. I'm trying to, hold on. I shouldn't be using Ukraine. I guess I should say, war. There we go. We should put the war here. Russian strikes kill 6 civilians, Ukraine, including children. Okay, I don't believe that either. Every time they sit here and they kill children. Every time they say something about it, they killed children. I don't believe it. Where is that? Is it Lord Bordeaux? Is it Lord Bordeaux? What's that black dog? Lord. There you go. Guys, what is this dog called? What is this dog? Is that a shepherd dog? What do you call this kind of dog? Oh, let me, a Scottish. Oh, okay. Scottish dog. Okay. All right. So there was an article explosion near Vance. Trump demands ceasefire. Trump published message. Serve Sarkozy wake up an hour. French president arrived in prison. Other inmates began threatening and teasing him. Okay. Kindergarten in Kharkov. What happened? First of all, in a block is a kindergarten. It's hard to find the first, but there is one. The kids were all in the shelter and came out later. Hence, no one was injured. That's what I'm saying. I told you they just fake news. Fake news. Oh, they killed the people. They killed. I'm trying to figure out, like, Lucky is bro. Woo! Oh my God, he's lucky. Oh my goodness. He was laying there asleep. Oh! Oh, he got hit a little bit though. Boy, he definitely he tweets a lot, doesn't he? Okay, maybe I shouldn't pick him. Should have picked somebody else. He usually. Okay, I don't know. It was one of these. I'll look it on my own time, guys. I'll look at it on my own time. I don't wanna take it up. Scottish Terrier. It's Scottish Terrier. A terrier. That's what it is. Scottish Terrier. So thank you, Sturgeon. Scottish Terrier. Those are terrier dogs. Very cute. My great aunt had a white one with black spots. And oh, I love playing with his beard. She always had it cut, so he had this little like lock of hair on each side of his mouth. That was so fun. That was so fun. Okay, one more thing. Hold on, guys. One more thing. I'm on keto. It's starting to get cold. Oh my guys, Midnight is sick. I could tell Midnight is It's sick. I haven't been saying anything because I'm thinking I thought it was a one time off, but I done seen Midnight do this 3 times. Midnight will start like sneezing and gagging, like going through an episode, and I'll sit there and I'll watch her. I told you guys I call Midnight a her until I find out it's a he, because she get on my nerves. But I still love her though. And I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, I said, oh, God, it's so awful, saying that they were born feral. And between both of them, between Midnight and Toby, Midnight is way more feral than Toby. A part of me think that Toby was maybe ran away or was a house cat and then was let go or something, because the way Midnight acts versus the way Toby acts, it's just night and day. Now, granted, I got Midnight to come to me to let me pet her while she eats. She still hisses at me every time. She hisses at me. She meows at me. She lets me come in. She doesn't rub up against me at all. So I guess we ain't on those terms. But she lets me pet her. Eventually I have to touch her ear, and then eventually touch her middle of her head, and then it's a freaking process every time. But anyway, I was out there with them because it's daylight. It's the time where it gets dark is starting to come sooner. So I normally would feed them at 8 o'clock. Now it's done moved down to like 6 o'clock, 6:30. And so I was out there not too long ago before I came out here, and it started to get cold. I was like, man, I need something to drink besides tea that's hot. So hold on a second. When I've been outside like that, because I know I'm gonna do it again. What kind of hot drink that is keto friendly to drink? Oh boy, is it gonna write like a billion stuff? What in the hell? What's going on? Why is it so slow? You gotta be kidding me! This is why I love ChatGPT though. Regenerate. Maybe I should have put regenerate with searches. Oh, Grok can't decide. Grok can't do nothing. Cats have different personalities. Yeah, but this one is, I can tell this one is way more feral. Just for example, hold on. Let me tell you why I can tell that the black one is way more feral. Is because, for example, when I go get some, I know y'all gonna be like, okay, Tree, you got too attached to the cats. I literally go buy some rotisserie chicken for the cats, right? Don't judge me. What's the difference between those and Google? One works and the other one doesn't. So I'm about to stop and just say, forget it. So I buy some rotisserie chicken. So how do I do this with Google? Can I do this with, y'all can't keep, hold on. Dude, are you serious? Okay, hold on a second, chat. Okay, here we go. So let me tell you what I do. This is what I'm telling you. One is feral and one isn't, right? I mean, one is more feral than the other one. So I take a piece of chicken, from the rotisserie that I purchased for them, and I feed them with my hands. With Toby takes the chicken and he eats it, and he sits there and wait for his turn to get another piece. Midnight, I give Midnight the chicken. Midnight snatch the chicken with her mouth, run away, eats it, and then come right back. And you do that every damn time. and me and Toby sitting there like, what's wrong with Midnight? Right? So I said, why does she do that? Like, I'm not gonna take the fucking chicken back away from her. Oh gosh, dude. Holy smokes. And then no, I can't bring them in. I can't. I'm not going, no, I can't bring them in. Then yeah, but Michelle, isn't that a survival instinct that's basically common amongst feral cats? So now you see why I say that Midnight is more. And I got pictures of Midnight I need to update to upload to my Patreon. Shoot, I need to take that live stream I did this past Sunday and turn it into audio for the lower tiers too. I got a lot of work to do on my Patreon. I'll do it today, but or later or tomorrow. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, baby steps tree. Hold on. What baby steps? I am giving these cats expensive rotisserie chicken, and she just go around like she don't say that, but she snatch it out of my freaking hand, my fingers really, because I ain't trying to like. Oh. And if I don't give it to her fast enough, she takes her paw and slap my hand. She takes her paw and try to slap the chicken out. She tried to slap the chicken out of my daggone fingers. I like the name Midnight. That's cute. Reminds me of my friend who has 2 black cats and named Twilight and the other Eclipse. Yeah, I had to come up with a name because I don't know the gender of the cat. I really don't know. So I was like, well, what kind of unisex name could I give this cat until I find out? Right now, I'm calling it a she by default until I can get close enough. She comes up to me, right? But it's like baby steps, like Savage Sweetheart said. It's gonna take some time for me to do that. Anyway, so what was I saying? So I was like, man. So I said, good Lord. Gorlock sounds like a male name. No, Midnight is neutral. Midnight, a girl cat can be called Midnight, a boy cat can be called Midnight. So Gorlock is definitely a male name. Okay. So I sat there and I was like, okay, so I just gave up on trying to civilize Midnight. So and I'm not gonna lie, when she popped my hand with her little paw, even though she didn't have her claws on, I still felt them damn claws. It didn't scratch me. It was just that I felt, I'm like, okay, I'm not playing this game no more. Maybe she went without food for a while. So she comes every day, Michelle. The only difference is, no, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Toby comes twice a day, right? Toby, if I come over here during the afternoon, which is often, Toby is right by the door waiting on me. Toby is kind of like picking up my schedule. And then when I come back here for the night, they both are waiting. So Midnight's here with Toby. And yeah. So Midnight has not missed a nightly meal in a week. And you know how I know? It's because I used to just go to the grocery store and buy a bag of food once every other week because I was just giving it to Toby and Rico before I banned Rico from coming over here. Now I'm getting bag of food every week. Every week I'm getting a bag of cat food. Cat use their paws like hand. Stargian, I am feeding the cat. The cat don't need its paws to swat the chicken out. Now, mind you, why y'all making excuses for midnight? I don't, what's going on? You guys trying to justify her actions to me. There's no excuse for this. Okay? They're not kitties, they're cats. They're badass cats that took my heart. Unfortunate. I'm sorry it's unfortunately, because I can tell Midnight's sick. I can tell Midnight's sick and all that food that I give to Toby. Toby only gained about a little bit of weight. But then again, like Toby's all over the place, so probably not. Hold on. Why is it always giving me coffee? I don't drink coffee. Okay, that's what kind of hot drink that is keto friendly to drink besides coffee and tea? Damn. Hot chocolate made with low carb ingredients. Bone broth, latte style drinks made with unsweetened nut milks like almond. Oh, this sounds delicious. Hold on. Matcha latte. That keeps you up though. Matcha. What is a matcha? That sounds like a herbal something, right? Hold on. A latte. That sounds good. Hold on. Keto latte recipes. Keto. Ew, vanilla latte. Yuck. Ew, golden milk latte. Yuck. Ew, chai latte. Yuck. Damn, do I know what a latte is? Yeah, you're right, Michelle. It's that green stuff. I don't like it. Dude, do I know what a latte is? Shouldn't it be more? Oh, hold on. Brown sugar latte. Oh, give me a break. Come on. Dude, are you serious? You guys gonna have a site that you can't even recommend? Ew, they got a pumpkin spice latte. What is this? Ew. Dude, I'm screwed, aren't I? I don't want no vanilla. All their lattes are vanilla. What's going on? What's going on, chat? Okay, never mind. If it ain't coffee, it's this bull. Anyway, okay. So there's a PickMe who has been found guilty of killing her baby daddy's side piece. Stupid woman. I was interested in this when I saw it. This happened a while ago. I think earlier this year, Don't quote me on it. But this is, we'll put you through this chick. But there was a woman who's pregnant, and she was living with her baby daddy. Big time PickMe. So he went to another state. I don't know if it's Florida or what, and hooked up with a younger side piece. I don't know what made her think that approaching the side piece was a good idea, but It was premeditated. She confronted the side piece on Instagram, and the side piece blocked her, as she should. And then the PickMe gets on a damn plane. She spends money. She spends money and dress in a security outfit to confront the side piece at 4 in the morning. Now, ladies, let me tell you something, because I like to take stories that you can learn from. There's nobody you should open the door to 4 p.m., not even the police. If they ain't got no warrant, they can come back in the morning time when you are awake at 4 a.m. I promise you. Okay? If me and my husband up in the bed and there is a knock, I'm like, don't you open that door. Don't you open it and go, that's what we got cameras for. We can look outside and don't even let them know we looking at them. And see who the hell is at the door. But she disguised herself as security. The side piece let her in. They argue, and she took a hookah. She took a hookah and killed her with it. She went and testified. Man, what kind of lawyer? She must have had got a public defender, because a lawyer worth their salt would never let you get on the stand and testify in your defense. My parents opened their house to one of the pharaohs. They put the tick and flea on, so don't worry. And he walked in and sat on my desk. Oh, now that's sweet. That's sweet. No, those cats, although I love those cats, I know those cats have issues that are going to cost me thousands of dollars. I'm not even, listen, my loyalty to my pocket. The only thing because I told you earlier, I said, I watch Midnight have these episodes. And I'm like, oh man. And I feel sorry when she have those episodes, right? So, and as much water as Toby drinks, Toby probably got something going on with his kidneys, because I have to keep a water on one side of the sidewalk, and then I have to keep water over there by my car. And every day when I come over here, I gotta fill them up. And it's just Midnight don't even use the water by the car. Midnight only drinks the water that's by the door, because I can watch them through the cameras, right? The cameras pick them up every time. So, but Toby drinks from the water by the door and the water by the car often. So I'm like, and my last cat had kidney disease, so I'm very familiar about the constant drinking of water. So there's that. So yeah, these cats, I wish I got them when they were born, especially Midnight. Oh, I told you I would have got Midnight and had Midnight as my own cat personally, absolutely. But no, they're too feral. So I'm just gonna do my best to be a feral parent and just make sure they don't go hungry. I'm gonna buy a house so they can have some place to live. And then let's see, when it get really, really cold. Right now it hasn't gotten really, really cold. So when it gets really, really cold, I'm gonna buy a house for them to be in there, to live in there, so they can weather the storm.
Since Janine Stanwood is live from the scene with what she's learned. Janine. There are still so many questions about.
So this is a month. This is hold on. Yeah, this is the U.S. crime documentaries that basically we're looking at now.
happened to this young woman. Initial reports, which you're about to hear, are disturbing. And right now you can see deputies and law enforcement are still here as loved ones gather to say goodbye. According to the Broward Sheriff's Office, it was around 3 p.m.
Oh, yeah, this is Florida.
The call about an unresponsive woman.
The caller said that there's a gash on the patient's neck. It looks like someone slashed her neck.
When deputies and fire rescue arrived.
Okay. Spoiler alert. She's been stabbed multiple times, so that's out of rage. So if you are a juror, it was obvious this woman was going to be found guilty. You know what I'm saying? When you see that, when you see the condition, or when they tell, I think they showed the picture of the body, or had the person, the medical examiner explain how many stab wounds this woman had. Over a man, by the way, over ain't crap man. A man who, like, I don't understand what is going on with insecure women these days. You should never say, yeah, I think I'm going to fight another woman for this man. And by the way, so the side piece is dead. The baby mama is in jail. The baby is with her mother. And guess what? Okay, the Dusty is with another woman getting engaged and getting married.
They determined she was dead.
So who committed this brutal act? And why was she murdered inside the very place she believed was safest, her own home? To understand the full scope of this shocking case, we invite you to watch the video in its entirety. Discover who the suspect is, and what could possibly drive someone to such an extreme, slashing a young woman's throat inside her own apartment. At just 23 years old, Kayla Hodgson was the kind of woman who seemed to radiate light everywhere.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm watching the same. Yeah, this is, yeah.
Where she went. Based in Tamarack, Florida, she lived a fast-paced yet purpose-driven life. By day, she worked as a flight attendant, graceful, composed, and beloved by passengers who often described her as the calming presence in turbulent skies. By night, she transformed into the vibrant soul of South Florida's nightlife scene, bartending at exclusive private events where her infectious energy and impeccable cocktail skills made her a crowd favorite. But beneath the surface of curated Instagram snapshots, sun-kissed vacations, champagne toasts, and girls' nights out was a young woman with ambition far deeper than appearances. Kayla wasn't just working jobs to pay bills, she was saving diligently to open her own cocktail lounge. Every dollar
Then why was she messing with that Dusty, man?
she earned was a step closer to independence. Her friends called her the dreamer with a plan, her family, the heart of the household. She remembered everyone's favorite drink, never missed a friend's birthday, and called her mom every Sunday without fail. Sakiyna had built a thriving, bold Sakiyna Thompson, a 28-year-old nail technician from Long Island, New York. Bold, business-savvy, and fiercely independent, Sakiyna had built a thriving beauty brand through talent and sheer determination. Her work, shared widely across social media, was intricate.
I don't understand this. Both of these girls are beautiful. I really don't understand this. These are not ugly women. But it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it doesn't matter how beautiful they are if you think
I throw hands, and if I
only black
jealousy and an unwillingness to share what she saw as hers, two women, two coasts. But they did through one man. Terry was the bridge between Kayla and Sakiyna.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. The one on the right went to jail. The one on the left is dead over this. Who moved on, by the way? I just want you to understand. Two dumbass women. Rest in peace, but you're a dumbass, right? And you basically, y'all go crazy over this thing here. Oh.
A charismatic real estate agent whose charm masked a dangerous ability to compartmentalize. In New York, he was Sakiyna's man. In Florida, he was Kayla's mystery. To both women, he was attentive, successful, and emotionally available. But to those looking closely, he was walking a tightrope built on deception. It all began Memorial Day weekend, 2022. Terry invited Sakiyna to Miami under the guise of a business trip. The city was buzzing neon lights, thumping bass lines, rooftop parties. In the middle of it all, while Sakiyna stepped away for a moment, Terry struck up a flirtatious conversation with a stranger at the bar. That stranger was Kayla. The exchange was brief but electric. Numbers were exchanged, Instagram handles followed, and by the time the weekend was over, a digital affair had begun. At first, the messages were harmless. How was your flight? Hope your shift went well. But the tone shifted quickly. Flirtation turned into intimacy. Casual check-ins evolved into late-night confessions. Every ding of Terry's phone now meant something Kayla couldn't see.
How come they don't have a better picture of this thing here? This is the best. This is the only picture y'all got. That can't be it. That can't be it, right?
Sakiyna could feel. Back in New York, Sakiyna noticed the changes almost immediately. Terry became protective of his phone. He stepped outside to take calls. He was suddenly traveling more.
Oh, God. Ask and thou shalt receive. I said, is there better pictures of this? Alexi said, such a prize. Dude. Ain't no way.
With trips to Florida, booked on short notice, and explanations that didn't quite add up. Sakina's instincts kicked in. She wasn't just suspicious, she was methodical. She scoured his social media interactions. She noted
me filing a complaint on DoorDash that I didn't get my food after they left it on my steps. Okay, she's ratchet too. Me filing a complaint on DoorDash that I didn't get my food after they left it on the... I'm sorry, but doesn't DoorDash take pictures that they left food on your steps? So this is just clickbait with that ratchet ass bonnet on her head. Alu, I owe you an apology. Alu, you were right. We're gonna find it out. We're gonna look at it today. There is new footage of Hasan shocking his dog, but muting it so you don't hear her yelp. So you were right. I was wrong. Listen, I don't get it right all the time, but if somebody tell me some good news, not good news, if they tell me some information, I'm like, I don't see no information like that, so you don't know what you're talking about. Then I'll come back and I'll humble myself and say, hey, I was wrong. So there you go. You were right. I was wrong. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, I make sure I check myself.
the shift in his schedule. Friends said she asked unusual questions.
Y'all were raised by Karen. I was raised by Sandra.
About tracking technology and GPS devices, and behind closed doors, her demeanor shifted from fiery and passionate to cold and calculating. The red flags were waving, not just in their relationship, but in Sakiyna herself. Jealousy was no longer an emotion, it was becoming a mission. She wasn't looking to talk things out. She was looking for proof, and soon she'd find it. By late June, Sakiyna
Hold on, what was that? That was so fast.
She was looking for proof, and soon she'd find it. Looking to talk things out. She was looking for proof, and soon she'd find it. By late June,
Damn!
Sakiyna wasn't just suspicious for proof.
Dude, that was half a second.
And soon she'd find it.
Woo! Okay. So she's showing a picture of herself in her teen.
By late June, Sakiyna wasn't just suspicious, she was convinced. But rather than confront Terry with accusations, she chose a different route, one that felt more certain, more permanent. She began researching GPS tracking devices, specifically ones that were small, undetectable, and could be magnetically attached to the underside of a car. She read reviews, compared battery lives, and analyzed coverage maps.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's talk about this real quick. Ladies, I'm not saying that you can't track your man. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if you track your man, you better have a strategic game plan for what happens when you find out where he's going. Okay? That's my thing. Ladies, listen to me. We have this thing called intuition. Men don't have it, but we have it. You feel something is not right. You feel like, you know what? I feel like my man is cheating on me. And we're always right when we have these intuitions. Now, if you want to get proof that your intuitions is right, then do that. But don't sit up here and do all this stupid stuff right here to go after the woman and not hold your man accountable. Like, I can see you guys doing this to say, I needed proof to get rid of my man, because I don't deal with cheaters. Not to see, let me see this heifer that he going to.
On the 30th of June, she ordered a matchbox-sized GPS tracker with overnight shipping. The next night, while Terry slept in their Long Island home, Sakiyna quietly slipped outside, knelt beside his luxury SUV, and attached the device beneath the rear bumper. It was the kind of move that didn't just suggest distrust, it revealed intent. Over the next 10 days, she tracked his every move, every business lunch, every real estate appointment, every evening
Dude, I would be so furious. I would be so furious if my husband did this. I would be furious if anybody did this, but my husband, holy smokes, dude. Holy smokes. You tracking me like that? Now, listen, full disclosure, right? My phone, my phone has a tracking system on it, right? He does that to make sure, like, if something happens, because I do my own thing so much, okay? So if anything happens, and it has happened one time where I was like, ooh, I should have called my husband. Next thing you know, he was like, freaking the hell out. But on my car, and by the way, on my phone, I could turn it off if I wanted to. But on my car, putting a tracking system on my car? Please.
tour.
Oh yeah, hold on. I just remembered. I'm sorry. Chat, I left out a very important message. Y'all remember when I was going to the gym at 2-3 o'clock in the morning? And by the way, I want to let y'all know I miss those days. Y'all remember I used to love, not at my now gym, that was my old gym. I was at Anytime Fitness, and I was on the treadmill watching the sunrise, because I got there like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then the sunrise would start around about 5:45 or 6 o'clock, and I would be on my treadmill pretending I'm a vampire, like, oh, the sun is up, you better get home before the sun burn you. His behavior interferes with their fantasy of who he is and what they want them to be together. Yeah, a lot of women have a lot of insecure women have fantasies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want y'all to know, and I don't care if anybody black get mad with me. Bonnet equals ratchet. No exception. Bonnet equals ratchet. Bonnet equals ghetto. Bonnet equals low IQ. Okay? I no exception. No exception to the rule. I don't take nobody seriously with a bonnet. Okay? You get yourself like filmed with a bonnet on your hand, I already know I ain't dealing with you.
But it wasn't until the 12th of July, just after 11 a.m., that her phone delivered the notification that would set everything in motion. Terry's vehicle had stopped at a residential apartment complex in Tamarack, Florida. Not a hotel, not a conference center, a home. The signal didn't move for hours. Sakiyna stared at her screen, heart pounding. She copied the address into Google Maps, then pulled up property records. It didn't take long to find the name of the tenant, Kayla Hodgson.
How? Wait. How does he pull up at an apartment complex? Something's missing from there, right? Something's missing from this story. He went into an apartment complex and she saw that his car was at the apartment complex for hours. And then she goes into the records and pull out one person. She found out it was this one girl. Nah. No way. Somebody lying or somebody don't have that facts right. Somebody is missing some information. Okay. But hold on, Nina, that only works not only for property owners, but that only works if you're in front of the actual house. Remember that white girl had her little Dusty? He was over that man's house getting his butt blown back out, whatever. Remember, the reason she knew he was at that house is because she had air tags following him at this house. Right? When you're in an apartment complex, there's more than one person in an apartment complex. Way more than one person in an apartment complex. It's not like they had a single home. So that's why I was like, how does he park in a parking lot in a apartment complex and she's able to pick out who lived there that he's seeing? Yeah, so something's missing. Something missing from this story.
The pieces snapped into place. The late-night calls, the unexplained trips, the guarded behavior. Her suspicions hadn't just been confirmed, they'd been personalized. Sakiyna wasn't just watching betrayal unfold on a screen. She was staring into the life of the woman who, in her mind, had stolen everything. That same night, Sakiyna booked a one-way flight from New York to Fort Lauderdale, set to depart early the next morning. She didn't pack much.
Then why did you get a one-way flight then? If you plan on coming back, you're supposed to get a round-trip ticket. I do believe, I could be wrong, it's been a while since I paid for my own flights, but I do believe a round-trip ticket is cheaper than one-way flights. Am I wrong, chat? I could be wrong, chat. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I paid for my own flights. But then again, like, before then, I didn't pay for it. But now, like with COVID, I haven't been on a plane since COVID. I believe you also have to pay to get that information. In my law firm, we have to use these websites to send summons. And yeah. So, it's cheaper doing a round trip. I thought something like, why would you? Hey, Joe. So like you'd get a one-way ticket to Florida? Girl.
Just a purse, a change of clothes, and, investigators believe, a weapon. A note with Kayla's address was carefully folded and placed in her bag. This wasn't spontaneous rage. It was premeditation. The 13th of July, 2022. JetBlue flight, 1247.
Oh, Lord, ghetto flight for bonnet hair wearing heifer.
Landed in Florida at 10:15 a.m. Sakiyna exited the terminal with quiet purpose. She didn't stop for coffee. She didn't call Terry. Instead, she traveled directly to Tamarack Village Apartments, guided by the GPS ping still broadcasting from Terry's vehicle. The complex was tranquil. Palm trees swayed gently in the morning breeze. Children rode scooters on sidewalks. Nothing about the scene hinted at the horror about to unfold. Security footage later showed Sakiyna entering the property with calm precision. She wasn't rushing. She wasn't nervous. She looked like any other visitor, casual, composed, deliberate. Apartment 424, second floor. Sakiyna knew it by heart. She had memorized every detail of the building's layout.
How? Where did she get that information from? That's what I'm saying. I think whoever's doing this documentary is basically not telling the full story. There's no way you're telling the full story. There's no way. Nobody would know the apartment building and the number from no daggone tracking device that's in a car, by the way, not a tracking device put on him or his phone. So there's a possibility she knows the phone, that the place where the tracking place by the phone or something. I don't know.
She took the elevator up and checked her phone one final time. Terry's car was still parked in the guest lot below. Kayla was home. Then came the moment that would change everything. There were no signs of forced entry. The door wasn't damaged. The lock wasn't broken, which means Kayla either knew the person at the door or believed she did. Perhaps she expected to see Terry. Or maybe Sakiyna introduced herself in a calm, deceptive way. Either way, within seconds of opening that door, Kayla...
But this is 4 o'clock in the morning. So this person is 4 o'clock in the morning.
Found herself face to face with a stranger fueled by jealousy and vengeance. What happened next was swift and brutal. Sakiyna attacked with a knife. The first strike caught Kayla entirely off guard. There were no defensive wounds on her hands or arms. She didn't have time to react. Investigators later determined that Kayla died just feet from her front door. In her own living room, her throat slashed from ear to ear. Damn. It was an injury not meant just to kill, but to silence. Criminal psychologists refer to this kind of wound as personalized violence. It's intimate, rage-filled, a final act meant to obliterate the victim's voice, her presence, her existence. Kayla's dreams of opening a cocktail lounge, her weekly Sunday calls to her mother, the future she'd worked so hard to build, all ended in that one horrifying moment.
For a Dusty! For a Dusty, you didn't confront your dusty ass baby daddy. You confronted the woman, his side piece. You deserve to be underneath the jail just for being stupid. Ladies, no man is worth going to jail for, dude. No man. None. You don't think the story, it's real, Alexi. It's real. I think the person telling the story is missing some stuff out, but it's real. The one, she got found guilty earlier this week, or last week she got found guilty. So it's real. So, oh God. So when she goes to jail, he's going to just get another. He's already engaged to another woman, Alou. When I tell you, low self-esteem women of all races are high in numbers. That's why I tell the guys that are in my chat, I'm like, none of y'all should be single. None of y'all should be single. With so many PickMes out there, with so many Barbara the Builders out there, with so many women with low self-esteem, and I mean gorgeous women with low self-esteem, there's no excuse for you not to have one. There's no excuse for you not to have one. I promise you, if I had a son, I would teach him how to get one easily, and then find a woman that's going to be his equally yoked. Like, it's this story right here with this stupid heifer. This what else is new? This is nothing new.
After the killing, Sakiyna did something that left even seasoned detectives speechless. She calmly walked out of the apartment, disposed of her weapon and blood-stained clothing, and met up with Terry as if nothing had happened. They had dinner. They boarded a return flight to New York together that evening, sitting side by side in coach, perhaps even holding hands. The flight attendants, ironically, Kayla's colleagues, served drinks to a woman who had just murdered one of their own. Back in Tamarack, Kayla's body lay undiscovered for nearly 24 hours. Her phone was silent. Her apartment was still. Her world had gone dark, but no one yet knew. It wasn't until the 14th of July, when a concerned friend called 911, that police forced their way into apartment 424 and were met with a scene so chill.
Okay, this. Oh God. So we've been listening to AI. Okay, I'll make sure I never listen to this. Did y'all pick up the AI? This is an AI. Did y'all pick it? Hold on. Let me see if y'all heard what I just heard. What did y'all just hear to show that this was AI? No. It ain't the common. I didn't know it was a common AI voice, but it's something it just said that made me realize it was a AI. Yeah, 911. Picked up the phone and called 911. Like what? You mean 911? Oh man! Oh God! Okay.
That
Hold on,
officer
let me rewind it so y'all can. Those of you who wasn't paying attention. Ooh, shoot! I went too far back. Okay.
forced their way into apartment 424 and were met with a scene so chilling that officers described it 18th of July when a concerned friend called 911 that police forced
When a concerned friend called 911
their way into apartment 424 and were met with a scene so chilling that officers described it as haunting.
Good friend, though. Good friend. That's a good friend. You know, your friend should know when you don't show up for work. All of a sudden, you don't answer your phone calls, no nothing. Like, yeah, do a wellness check.
Blood pooled beneath her, a phone beside her hand, a birthday balloon still tied to a chair from days earlier. She had trusted someone enough to open her door, and it had cost her everything. The crime scene inside apartment 424 was as silent as it was damning. There were no signs of struggle, no broken locks, no ransacked belongings. Whatever had happened, it had unfolded swiftly, with devastating precision. First responders were shaken. The slash across Kayla's throat told a story of rage, but the lack of any defensive wounds told another, a story of trust. Detectives immediately turned to Kayla's phone. Within minutes, they uncovered a pattern of recent texts and call logs with a man named Terry, a name that hadn't come up yet, but would soon become central to the case. As they dug deeper, they discovered something chilling: hotel receipts, Instagram DMs, and call records tying Terry to repeated visits to Fort Lauderdale, often just minutes away from Kayla's apartment. But when detectives tried to contact him, they hit a wall. Terry had already returned to New York. That's when things began to unravel. With a warrant secured, authorities obtained Terry's phone records. What they found was a digital trail of deception. Hundreds of text messages between Terry and Kayla, flirtatious exchanges, late-night confessions, and a string of travel plans. At first, Terry claimed Kayla was just a friend. But as the evidence piled up, he admitted to an ongoing affair. Then came the revelation that changed the trajectory of the entire case. Terry wasn't in Florida alone. He told investigators that his girlfriend, Sakiyna Thompson, had shown up unexpectedly. She claimed it was a surprise visit. They'd spent the day together, had dinner, and returned to New York that same night.
And your dusty ass man that you kill for freaking stitched on you. You deserve all of this, dude. You deserve all of this.
To him, it had been a normal day. But to detectives, it now looked like an alibi wrapped in a lie. With a fresh warrant, police...
Oh, it does look like an alibi wrapped in a lie, actually. No, man. I was with my girl. She came down here unexpectedly. You know what I'm saying? It does sound like a lie, but that really did happen.
Sakina's digital footprint. What they uncovered sealed her fate. Her phone still had the GPS tracking app installed, the very one she'd used to monitor Terry's every move. Investigators found saved screenshots of his car parked outside Kayla's apartment.
Ooh.
Even more damning, her email confirmed the last-minute booking of a one-way flight to Fort Lauderdale.
Ooh.
But the final nail came from her own home, a handwritten note with Kayla's address and apartment number, folded neatly and found in her purse. Forensic teams also discovered discarded clothing in Sakina's bathroom trash. Lab analysis confirmed traces of Kayla's DNA on the...
Wait! I didn't know this part. She kills this girl, gets blood all over her, and then throw her clothes that got the side chick's blood all over her, throws it in the side chick's trash can. She did. Wait a minute. You go into this woman's house, you kill her. You change out of your clothes because it's got all blood on it, and you decide to throw it into her trash can? That made sense to you? Like they were not going to find it in the trash can? Don't you know the police go into the trash can? Tree, you're right. Low IQ. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm never wrong about the bonnet thing. I'm never wrong about the bonnet. I'm never wrong. Like I could never deal with nobody who likes to wear a bonnet out in public.
The fibers, everything fit. Sakiyna hadn't just followed her instincts, she'd followed her target. She tracked, traveled, executed, and then returned home, hoping her digital footprints would fade. But in today's world, silence leaves a signal, and Sakiyna had left a trail as vivid as blood. On the 25th of July, 2022, a warrant was issued for her arrest. Days later, New York PD officers quietly entered a Queens nail salon where Sakiyna was working on a client. She didn't resist. She didn't speak.
Ooh. Now, black women, we understand that when we want to get our hair done, we want to get our hair done. Could you imagine you getting your hair done and the police come and lock up your stylist? Could you imagine somebody lock up your stylist? Like, wait a minute, who gonna finish my hair? Oh man, I'll be all kind of mad.
She simply set down her tools, extended her wrists, and surrendered. The truth had caught up, and now justice was about to begin. Sakiyna Thompson's arrest sent shockwaves across both New York and Florida. What began as a case of suspected infidelity had evolved into one of the most chilling, premeditated acts of domestic violence in recent memory.
Big dummy.
She was extradited to Broward County, Florida, where prosecutors wasted no time filing charges, first-degree murder with aggravating circumstances.
So she had to get on that plane, handcuffed. Let me tell you something. I only seen that one time, and it was a guy. It wasn't even a girl. Where all of us had to be on the plane. Well, not had to. All of us got on the plane, right? So I'm in business class because, my height. And after sitting there for a while, then you get two law enforcement officers with this guy. He had his ankle shackled and his wrist shackled and a chain connecting the ankles to the wrist. And he was in regular clothes too. He wasn't even in no pinstripe or no striped jail suit. He was in regular clothes. And I was like, damn. And so he sat in the middle seat while the law enforcement each sat on each side of the seat. And I was like, oh. Now, when we had to land, nobody was allowed to leave, including first class. He had to get out first. So imagine everybody looking at you during that time like, holy smokes.
The state argued this wasn't a crime of passion, it was cold-blooded, calculated, and carried out with deliberate intent. From the GPS tracker to the one-way flight, from the handwritten note to the disposal of evidence, every detail pointed to a woman who didn't lose control, but rather planned it all. Then came a twist no one expected. During a routine medical screening at the jail, it was discovered that Sakiyna was 8 weeks pregnant, a revelation that raised more questions than answers. The timing suggested she had conceived just before or during the same week she murdered Kayla Hodgson.
Damn.
The father, Terry, the very man at the center of it all. Public reaction was explosive. On social media, outrage spread like wildfire. She showed no mercy, why should she be shown any? Became a common refrain. Still, her legal team argued for leniency, citing emotional distress and
So let me explain this one because this person with this AI channel is not explaining it. While she was in jail, she sent a letter to the judge asking for early release or to be allowed bond so that she can have her baby out of jail. She did not want to give birth to her baby while she was in jail. And so everybody was like, "Nah, heifer, sorry, you're gonna have to stay there and have that baby." You gonna have to stay. You can't. And so I guess it was such a big outcry from the victim's family that she was not allowed bond to have her baby.
Condition. In a letter to the presiding judge, Sakiyna begged to give birth outside of prison, but the court denied the request. On the 17th of February, 2023, Sakiyna gave birth to a baby boy while shackled to a hospital bed. The child
Ain't that something? You gave birth to a man who's gonna turn out to be just like his daddy. That child is doomed. That child is doomed. This is the mother with that as a father.
Was placed in the custody of Terry's parents, who despite everything chose to raise the boy privately, away from media attention. Terry was never criminally charged in connection with Kayla's murder, but the fallout was catastrophic. He lost his job, his reputation, and any semblance of normalcy. In a rare public statement, he expressed regret, admitting his actions had indirectly led
he hooked up with another PickMe. They gonna get married. She gonna take care of him.
Led to an irreversible tragedy. As for Sakiyna, she remains in Broward County Jail, held without bond. Her trial has been delayed multiple times due to defense motions and changes in legal representation. Legal analysts say she may face the death penalty under Florida law.
Well,
but
no, she ain't gonna face the death penalty, but she got life in prison.
Prosecutors have
We
yet
about
to
to see
confirm
that
whether
part.
they'll pursue it. Meanwhile, Kayla's family continues to attend every hearing, waiting for justice to catch up with the pain that's never left them. Kayla Hodgson should have turned 26 this year. She should be planning the grand opening of her cocktail lounge, flipping through travel itineraries, and posting sun-drenched photos with her signature smile. Instead, her memory is preserved in candlelight vigils, courtroom sketches, and news articles that read like cautionary tales. Her story is more than just another headline. It's a sobering reminder that love, when entangled with jealousy, secrecy, and obsession.
Okay, that's just stupid. Okay, it tells the tale of love yourself more than you would ever love some man. So therefore, you don't attract a Dusty that will basically cheat on you. And if he does, you just leave him. There you go. End of that. Here's the video of the whole court case and stuff like that.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakiyna Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning. When Hodgson let her in, Thompson says a conversation about their love triangle quickly turned sour.
Yeah, and another thing too, there are cameras everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. Another thing is I don't understand how people think that they can get away with crimes today when you got cameras all over the place.
Thompson says Hodgson hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Thompson was 2 months pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and defend herself. Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels.
State of Florida versus Sakiyna Thompson.
A burden lifted.
We, the jury, find as follows as the defendant in this case.
Guilty.
The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree.
Guilty is what this family has waited to hear for more than 3 years.
We finally have some justice for
Wow, you can tell that's her sister or cousin.
Kayla.
A jury found Sakiyna Thompson guilty of killing 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson in 2022. Prosecutors argued Thompson surprised Hodgson at her Tamarack apartment, confronted her about the two of them dating the same man, and then stabbed her to death.
December 22nd.
Hodgson's family cried tears of joy in the courtroom Tuesday. They hugged each other tight because a guilty verdict is what they prayed for.
We're so thankful in this moment that the jury was able to see the story for what it is, that Kayla did not deserve to die the way that she did.
Defense attorneys insist Thompson didn't start the fight. They say Hodgson hit Thompson first and cut her stomach with a piece of glass. When Thompson took the stand earlier in the week, she admitted she killed Hodgson because her life was in danger. And
see, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It has to be a public defender. It had to be a public defender. What lawyer worth their salt would be like, yeah, get on the stand. You got a good story. Go ahead. You're going to be found not guilty.
She was pregnant.
She thought, oh God, she's coming for me and my baby. That's when she grabs the glass and then she blacks out.
After the murder, Thompson admitted she changed into the victim's clothes, cleaned up some of the scene, and that she was too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash. A life taken too soon. Years later, the family says they got justice.
And the moment I heard guilty, it was what we all needed for closure in this moment to move forward, to start our healing process. It's been a long 3.5 years.
Oh man, so this young lady traveled over 1,000.
We don't need to hear the rest of this. I think that's it. Hold on a second. What is this?
To like period of time, just randomly pop up that much. Right here, just a goddamn loop.
Okay.
Take.
So that's the end of that. All right, let's get on over to Hasan still abusing his dog. And as you all can see, I got in on the good memes this time. Hold on, Hasan. Hasan tweeted. That's rare though that he tweet during the day. I caught his. Oh shoot! I missed this one. I missed several of them. I only got in on this one and this one. I didn't get in on this one. Moderator said I didn't get in on this one. Oh damn! I missed it. Hold on. This is which one it is? This I got in on this one, right? Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Dog abuser says what? Right? I've been ready for my daggone me. What is somebody? Did somebody say something stupid? Oh, okay, no, they did that. Okay, let me like their stuff. Okay, and then I got in on hold on. Then I got in on this one. I got on this one early too. Free Kaya Stein. Free Kaya Stein. You dog abuser. I love this meme. Hey guys, Hasan is talking about politics. See? No one cares because you abuse your dog. I love it. And see, and it's like no matter how much he talks, people keep mentioning this. And I think Hasan, hold on, let's look at the most recent one. I was streaming this time. That's the reason. Curtis Slivwa, we must send minors to prison. We must send dog abusers to prison. Okay, you spelled it's supposed to be send, but we must send dog abusers to prison. I'm gonna like all of this. I'm gonna like this. Anyone who with morals, we must protect Kaya. From the kitchen to the tree, yada, 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 free Kaya. Okay, this was underrated, actually. This was underrated. I don't know. Anyone with morals, we must protect Kaya. From the kitchen to the tree, yada, 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 free Kaya. So yeah, like minors, not minors. We must send Kaya to the electrocuted, like. Oh man, I know this is banish them to bed. Who cares what you think? You abuse your dog. How long? Hold on, this is such a good, interesting case. How long do you think? Ugh, these two ugly things right here. How long do you think the hate is going to continue? The best one is the song, but it does have a little bit of a Kaya cry in it. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't like when people. That's why I say I get mad at Pegasus when he keep rehashing the daggone clip. Like, hello, Ozempic Mudahar, we don't need to go through the whole what all started this. We have been through this before. Hi, orcs. At least another week, you think, Nina? Oh, it's definitely gonna go for another week. It's like every time there's new evidence of him abusing his dog, it just makes the hate train even more. Hold on a second. Zohan is the most policy-focused candidate on the stage, and they still claim that he's dodging tricky questions directly. Are you really going to attack my character during the act of genocide? Okay, nobody, look. Please, Father, let me come home. I'm sorry I cried when you shocked me. What is this? Okay. They hate this picture. I put this picture up. They were like, you're going to really compare this to George Floyd? Like, yes. Yes. Yes, you stupid, stupid. Yes, you stupid, stupid commie. All right, so let's go to Pegasus.
Welcome back to a series so jolting. Even Bolt subscribed. In today's video, streamer Skara from Offline TV claims that Twitch CEO Dan Clancy was hanging around young girls at TwitchCon. A clip is going viral of Dan in a suspicious situation. Asmongold has responded absolutely cooking Twitch. Rank number 1 Hasan simp Taylor Lorenz is claiming TwitchCon was a very secure event.
No, it wasn't.
Sinna has responded cooking Taylor for being an idiot. VTubers, including Iron Mouse, are reporting that Twitch staff threw out gifts from fans. People are absolutely pissed. Twitch security has been exposed again for being absolutely trash, getting tricked by streamer Neon. Streamer FanFan is calling out Twitch for their PR moves. The Hasan dog shocking saga continues, and a bunch of more updates. Subscribe or you gotta attend a Dan Clancy party. Ain't no party like a Dan Clancy party.
Let's up! Why he don't call him Jellywig anymore? Why did he stop that? Take it away, Jellywig. Like, I mean, stop. Oh, you know why he probably stopped? Because, he probably stopped calling him Jellywig because, I don't even know. I forgot his real name. He actually said that it looks like a shot collar.
Now let's begin. Now last time, streamer Emiru was SA'd at TwitchCon and Twitch CEO Dan Clancy and his team did absolutely nothing about it. Initially just gave the guy a 30-day ban on Twitch and this sparked a massive drama. So that brings us to today. Streamer Skara from Offline TV has revealed some damning information about ultimate gooning lord Dan Clancy. Skara reveals that he heard—
Whatever, man. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But like, it just felt like this con felt so fucking weird, man. Whatever. Like, I mean, last year, why do you like TwitchCon? I'm like, well, how long do you have? But even more problems end up popping up. And really, I think that this is going to be one of the last TwitchCons that people go to. The attendance this year was terrible.
Right. So according to Skara here, apparently Dan, the dynamic diddler Clancy, age 61, is hanging out with—
Uh-oh. Did I get cut off? Did I get cut off? Oh, it's just a YouTube problem? Hold on. Oh no. It's Restream, it's not YouTube. Hold on, let me look at Twitch. No, I'm live on Twitch. Hold on. Stream started. Hold on, I'm trying to whenever Restream starts working. For a moment, yes. Oh, okay, so I'm back now. Okay. It was a circle for a moment, then came back and it did this. I think it's the restream because I'm restreaming to okay. So remember I told y'all they must be bombing Ukraine again. It done it a couple of times too. Yeah, so it's so two things I want to say. One, Ukraine is getting bombed. So the owner of Restream is based in Ukraine. And then after that it gets they switch everything to another country. But listen, but if I do crash down, because I did restart my computer, but my computer is not acting crazy right now. So yay for that. But yeah, it's hey TJ, it's Restream is going to be lagging a little bit because of the fact that, you know, they're going through. I wish they should just take the company out of Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? They should just take the company out of Ukraine.
Young girls for some unknown reason here. Maybe he's just innocently, you know, hanging around with 20-year-old girls, of course, right? Old men and 20-year-old girls, they have a lot in common, if you ask me. You know, they can very relate on a lot of things. Don't ask me to name those things. Now, we obviously know what's on Dan Clancy's phone, right? Absolutely just filled with a bunch of e-girls. We also know his favorite streamer is Extra Emily for some weird reason. And Hasan, of course, is one true love. And we also know he let a live birth take place on twitch.tv, and the woman was selling an OnlyFans as well. Really messed up shit. So that's sort of the moral compass of Dan Clancy here. Also, this is Skara, a guy who has a reputation for being a wholesome, sort of non-toxic, non-drama guy. And most people would say that he's not just going to lie about this, make up some random shit about this. He has no reason to. It is extremely weird that an 80-year-old CEO is creeping on 20-year-old girls. Like, what the frick? Red flag ethics issue. This is beyond old glass.
No, this seems to be a common thing with a lot of these pervs.
At the club stuff. You don't have to stay home, but it's very odd he's chatting up girls who could be his grandkids. Listen, I feel like it's one thing if you're this random old guy as well, but if you're Twitch CEO and you have a platform filled with these type of girls, you know, who are young streamers or whatever, and you go out there and you're just like, interesting. Tice is right now seeing more Dan Clancy drama. Okay, that is me. Come on. All right, you got me. Dan is a creepy F who probably gives perks for favors. This will all unravel.
True! That's what I just said. I said the same thing. I said, look, who here will be surprised if that happened? I'm telling you. A lot of women, he probably made them sign NDAs, and then one of them going to be like, you know what? Forget this NDA. I'm about to put you on blast.
Whatever this is. Lotion? I think Clancy is a perfect CEO. He represents everything the platform has become.
Okay, Pegasus don't understand the whole Silence of the Lamb movie because he is a Indian, so that's the reason why he don't understand that meme.
Is there a single other company that wouldn't have fired their CEO for all this? Is there a Clancy client list
Bro!
with Bezos on it? Now, another clip is going viral of Dan apparently being caught with the girl. It's like, it just looks weird.
Wait, there's Dan Clancy. Show me Dan Clancy again.
No.
Tell Dan Clancy we said what's up.
There's no way. Wait, Dan Clancy, do you know who I am? Wait, let me ask. That's literally him. Wait, Dan Clancy.
Show Daniel Clancy.
Wait, Dan. Dude, I literally just saw Dan Clancy on my soul. I did. Did you see him, mate? I fucking saw his ass.
Okay, so I'm gonna be completely fair here, right? Just being seen with a younger girl doesn't actually mean anything, but the question remains, why did he sort of hide from camera there? I don't know, maybe she's his daughter, maybe granddaughter, right? Maybe I'm huffing coffee, who knows? It's one of his
no
family
granddaughter.
Friend's daughter, right?
Not no
right?
daughter.
And she's excited to meet the Twitch CEO, right? That's what I'm hoping is happening here. Surely, this can be explained in a completely reasonable way, right? Don't look at his phone, though. You might be in there, right? You never want to look at his phone. Don't make the mistake of clicking Dan Clancy's phone. Anyways, I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions. Depends on the full context of it. Take it as you will, you know? This isn't even implausible because that's all he does on stream as well. Never forget this moment, and it literally looks like an OnlyFans feed. Oh, we'll get to that. Still can't believe the Twitch CEO is an old goon lord. Actually, the word is ultimate gooning lord. The hot tub section makes sense now. Dude, remember the changes of like, you know, artistic N-word is allowed and stuff like that, you know, body pain, all these different metas they were having. Imagine knowing your boss jerks off to your streams. Weird. They probably know and they probably don't even care because a lot of these people are completely totally morally bankrupt and they just care about more like OnlyFans.
Well, I'm sure if he does that, they're probably thinking like, well, I'm going to be on the front page of Twitch now. I'm going to get some nice old not spam bots. I'm going to get some view bots now. You know?
Subscriptions or more money to their bank account. You know, they'd be perfectly happy having sort of a relationship with Dan so they can further their career.
Yep.
I totally can. Twitch has always given women, specifically ones who like to show off their bodies, preferential treatment. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for uplifting women, but you've always been able to tell it isn't exactly coming from the best place. Okay, if you think empowerment is going nude, I mean, that's a different conversation, all right? Come on. I mean, if Twitch actually thinks that's a legitimate thing, you're so brain broken. Right, so Asmongold responded,
I've been seeing on this here Skara. I mean, when does this guy ever make up bullshit? If you have Skara saying this,
yeah, I've heard like this one was crazy.
This one was crazy.
I heard Dan Clancy was out a lot of nights.
He's out a
with
lot
young
of
girls
nights with young girls
around him. Which, whatever, man. If that's your thing, that's your thing.
I feel like if that's your thing, if you are running a website that's got a bunch of young pretty girls on it, I mean, this shit does not look good. It does not look good.
What y'all need is that when you have sites like this, it needs to be ran by politically responsible, neutral women that are of the heterosexual. I don't even think a bisexual woman would take favors like this, or a lesbian. Maybe a lesbian. I don't know. Yeah, it could be a lesbian, but yeah, just make sure she's straight, and yeah, just like you're gonna have to get a woman to be a CEO this time. I bet you they will have a woman CEO.
It just felt like this con felt so fucking weird.
After Dan, they're gonna have a woman CEO.
Be one of the last Twitch cons that people go to. The attendance this year was terrible.
There's no way. Wait, Dan Clancy, do you know who I am? Wait, let me ask. That's literally him.
He's hiding.
Wait, Dan Clancy.
You know what makes this clip so bad is that he didn't want to be on camera. Immediately leaving the frame does not look good. 80% of his feed is
clips. That's very nice. And now you have a clips feed. Suppose you want to check out the stories. See what you missed yesterday. You click there, and now you're in your stories feed.
Oh my God. Why did he do this?
Okay.
That's very nice. Yeah. That's also
it's pretty nice. And look at it. Dan Clancy, we care about safety of our female creators.
Okay, he dropped her.
What is this? What is he doing? Dan Clancy saw the writing on the wall.
Why would you let an old man flip you like that? She fell on her face. Y'all should see the unedited version of that video. Yeah, she fell right on her face. Everybody was like, "Okay, girl, why would you trust an old man to flip you like that?" Like. This man is 70 years old. Why would you trust him to flip you like that? Like, holy smokes, dude. Woo!
To use TwitchCon as a last goon hurrah before Amazon gives him the boot.
Oh, God. Did this man just attempt to lift up a woman, and he was so weak, he ended up pile driving her into the ground. That is diabolical, bro. Oh, my God. What is he doing? I've never seen a man embarrass himself. Okay, maybe Mike from PA might be like a contender to this, but dude, if you can't do it, don't do it. Oh, my God. That is so... Also, this guy is 61. What are you doing?
I thought he was 70.
Stop. It is so embarrassing. What do your wife and kids think, bro? Not to mention this guy's phone, man. Oh, my God. That wasn't like, oh, somebody caught him off guard. That was him proudly showing it to other people. It was a recorded incident. He probably knew they were going to check his phone beforehand, and he's just like, okay, you know, let me be authentic because I'm the cool, authentic CEO, Dan Clancy. Look at me and all my gooning prowess.
Dude, he doesn't look 60. Oh my God, he looks like he in his 70s. Oof, living a hard life.
And I just have one question. Did I lie when I said Dan Clancy is the ultimate gooning lord? People think that I just give out these names willy-nilly. No, they have deep meaning behind them, whether it be Jellywig or Gooning Lord. Deep
you don't say Jellywig no more, though.
Okay, I wish I didn't say stroke in that context. Now I'm thinking about Dan Clancy, and I got that image in my head of him stroke. Okay, now it's in your head too. It's too late. You're cooked. So Dan Clancy's been using Twitch as his personal little harem. That is insane. That's an insane statement. Dan Clancy's goon recon. We can tell Dan Clancy Clancy didn't go to the island. He had all the access he could, so he went to the mainland. Old man CEO hanging around the young talent that works under him. A tale as old as time. Explains a lot of their behavior, honestly. Bad actors protect bad actors. True. We all know what Dan is. His fall has started. The body slam to the head was brutal. The girl was lucky she wasn't paralyzed. Dude, I don't know what the heck is wrong with this guy, dude. Like, legitimately, he just wanted to get his hands on somebody. It's absolutely creepy. Hasan is procuring OF girls for Dan. That's why...
Listen, you're not going to make it long in life being dumb. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it long. You're not. You're just not. Holy smokes.
Hasan is protected. Oh my god, bro.
Trusting
like, the
that man
conspiracy theories
like that
are just like bubbling right now. Moving on to the rank #1 Hasan saved.
Dude, I hate her. I don't even want to let that. Taylor Lorraine's, I don't like her. Hold on. I don't really want to hear about this. Except for the girl that's going to call her out. So,
and a bullshit for Twitch. I am so surprised. Moving on to streamer Cinna responding to Taylor, reacts to Taylor Lorenz's defense of security at TwitchCon.
I did see one journalist say, security was so strict, journalists couldn't even do their job. Girl, you know damn well, all right? Like, let's keep it a buck. You know damn well they weren't that strict, okay? They did try to do better this year. You know damn well. Don't even try. I saw that. I said, yes, and what the hell were you reporting on the TwitchCon floor? You know what I mean? What were we doing? I said, there's no way. That's the same girl who got sued for doxing people on Twitter? Is that true? I don't want to be spreading false information. Is that true? Did she really? Uh-oh, free address on Twitter, GG. Taylor Lorenz is a complete moron. You can safely ignore her. Well, I don't really know her, to be honest with you. I just saw that tweet and I laughed and I said, oh my god, you poor journalist. You had to get your wristband scanned and couldn't get into a private area, so you probably couldn't do your journalism. Like that. I just don't think
she's not a journalist,
you know what I
though.
mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what are we talking about? Are we being so dead ass? It's like sometimes it just brings out the brain rot of people on Twitter, bro. I said, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I have no idea if the other thing is true, so I just don't really care.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing in real time somebody encountering Taylor Lorenz journalism for the first time. Prayers in the chat for Sinner here. That is the classic response when you encounter a Hasan orbiter. But yeah, honestly, anybody with a shred of a brain cell can see that her journalism is the most biased bullshit reporting you will ever see. She lives her life by one motto and one motto only. Find a way to sleep with Hasan Diddley Piker. And she will basically do anything in the human realm of possibility to achieve this goal. She will sell her soul. She'll lie about everything. She'll ruin her journalistic reputation and career. Not that it was great in the first place. And she will glaze Hasan 24/7. If this was an anime, she would be Misa Amane, who started wasn't there at the event. So much goodwill thrown in the trash. They didn't throw it away. They stole it. Anyone who's worked at a convention knows this. Oh yeah, I mean, like, some of these gifts could potentially...
Okay, hold on.
Why would they do that? Iron Mouse tweeted, I deeply apologize to all the VTubers and the fans who had meet and greets at the VTuber booth this year. It breaks my heart to know staff threw out all the gifts. Why would they do that? I should have known better than to trust them and taken care of everything ahead of time. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Damn!
Oh my god, bro. She's actually blaming herself for this. Dude, what is with Twitch and mess?
Dude, they would have to pay me for them gifts. If Mike Taters came to a meet and greet and gave me gifts and the damn staff threw it away, I'm lawsuit. I'm like, hey Taters, every last one of y'all, get your receipts. It's time to get paid.
Every single thing. How hard is it to just keep the gifts or, you know, forward it to their managers, direct it to the actual creators or something? Like, what? I just don't understand. It's so cruel. It's so dumb. Like, it's so unnecessary. C.VA responds, bro, what the actual frick? Out of all the reports about Twitch's mishandling of meet and greets, this makes me the angriest. Well, to be honest, the Emmy thing. Not only did they fail to guarantee Emmy safety. Okay, that makes more sense. Twitch betrayed the trust of every VTuber fan whose favorite wasn't there at the event. So much goodwill thrown in the trash.
Throw it in
the
the
trash.
trash.
They stole it. Anyone who's worked at a convention knows this. Oh yeah, I mean, like, some of these gifts could potentially be pretty expensive or valuable as well. So if there are people like sorting through it, they might actually put their hand in the bucket and take it away from the creator or whatever. This is a known thing that actually happens at a lot of places. Another VTuber responded, all right, somebody's gonna answer for this. It's not your fault at all. I can't imagine the lack of common sense it would take to look at boxes of stuffed animals, cards, merchandise, and think to myself, oh, must be garbage. Just what amount of cognitive dissonance is needed for this to happen? It's possibly that they thought that, hey, you know, this is too much to handle. Oh, they're not gonna notice this anyways and throw it and just not not expected or whatever, right? Because you don't actually know how much sort of gifts you're actually getting. So if they only keep a percentage of it, you won't even know the full amount, right? It's like a middleman intercepting everything like an evil fucking demon. Girl, it's not your fault. It's clear as day that they don't know shit about VTubers or care about their safety, even when expressed months beforehand. By the way, I heard something else that one of the VTubers was also like forced to reveal their identity, and it wasn't even like necessary at all. In fact, it actually puts these VTubers in a lot of danger as well from like deranged fans and stuff. Tectone tweeted, multiple VTubers are reporting that Twitch and their incompetence lost all the fan gifts. Is there anything this company can not F up? Here we got Henya saying, unfortunately, due to miscommunication, any gifts or presents given to my meet and greet were disposed of by the venue staff. I'm very sorry for anyone who gave me a gift. I thought it was like a percentage of them. All of them? That is so sad, man.
Damn! And it's a lot of VTubers on Twitch. And let me tell you something. The audience of VTubers, they're not cheap, honey. They're not cheap at all. But I wouldn't have if I can't give it to you directly, I'm not gonna give it to you via no damn Twitch staff. Damn. The poor fan gift were thrown away. I'd be so mad as a creator. Oh, I'd be livid. I'd be livid.
We got Kuro saying, unfortunately, if you give me a Twitch, the event lost them all. I still really appreciate the intended gifts though. Diabolical. I don't understand why creators even went to TwitchCon. I feel like this will only end when creators stop going. Twitch doesn't care. Events will never change, but they'll probably go again next year. No, if you go again after this, I'm sorry. The sympathy ends there. This is your sign. This is your sign. Stop going. Stop supporting these freaks. I don't care how, innocent you are, how much you believe in the goodwill of people. Maybe you're fucking Naruto here being like, Sasuke's gonna change. Sasuke's gonna change. Like, Twitch is not Sasuke. All right, get a grip. Oh my God. Somebody should have slapped that guy. Moving on to a blast from the past contender for worst streamer alongside Jack Doherty. Neon is back. Twitch security is so bad that they let Neon pretend to be Dashay Frost, a black creator, and steal.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. The reason I'm laughing is because I saw the clip, but I didn't know the context. So I thought it was another Indian that that Neon was impersonating. I didn't know it was a black guy.
His booth.
Sorry, what's that? Dashay.
Yeah.
Dashay Frost?
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, awesome.
Nice to meet you.
We'll put you right in.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm just gonna walk you down to number 8.
Okay. Oh, is there already a crowd waiting for me?
I believe so.
Cool.
That way.
Okay, thank you. Hi, we can start whenever you're ready. Okay, let's go.
Amazing. Twitch security right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I didn't know who Dashay actually is.
I didn't either. But when you say black guy, I'm like, okay.
And I thought, okay, maybe they somehow look similar or something, right? And this is Dashay Frost. What the actual frick is going on? This is the most incompetent security I've ever seen, bro. No wonder all of this horrible shit is happening, and no wonder that Regard was able to walk up to Emiru and basically assault her. It's obvious that they are just completely incompetent at every level, from their moderation, to the staff handling the gifts, to their security, to the CEO, bottom to top. Twitch is a complete trash fire. They didn't even look at his badge or anything. I mean, we had that one clip where they're basically just walking past. I'm a friend of his. Okay, go ahead. Badges are cosmetic. Just say you were X-person manager and they let you everywhere. This is literally like me at school when I needed to like go home early or like sneak into places and stuff. You just fucking make up shit. I literally don't see how it's possible for Dan Clancy to keep his position after all of this happened. Oh,
for Dan Clancy to still have his position, but I'm gonna tell you something. This is a good thing that the government shutdown has happened, because when the government opens back up, these clowns have to go and justify this situation at TwitchCon, Hasan Piker, and abusing his dog. I mean, it's what else? No, something else happened too. Something else happened. Hold on. All of this that happened in TwitchCon, but Hasan Piker and the unfair suspension that they've been doing to other people. Yeah, this is. I think the whole government shutdown was a blessing in disguise, because now you got all this other stuff that has happened. if they would have had the hearing, all of that happened. The hearing was before Hasan got exposed abusing his dog. Okay. So isn't it great all of all of this stuff happened while the government shut down? So when it opens again and they got to go to trial, they get to bring up all this other stuff too. Wonderful.
Don't worry, you'll find a way. Neon exposing all the security flaws at TwitchCon is insane. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to do this. It was like the most dumb, easy shit to do. It just shows that how incompetent they actually are. That a dumbass IRL streamer can just punk you, you know? Moving on to streamer FanFan. She's talking about Twitch attempting to save their PR by giving female streamers compulsory security. FanFan expresses frustration with Twitch, pressuring her to use their security post-Emiru incident.
Yes, Otto, the security guard had to go off campus with me too. Like, if I were to go back to the hotel, like yesterday, I went back to the hotel and then he was like, he has to stay in the lobby and wait for me. And then if I were to leave and Uber somewhere else, he also has to come with me. And so I told my Twitch partner manager, I was like, listen, I know you guys are trying to help. And I know you guys are, you know, I know the whole Emmy thing happened. But like, don't force this on me. You know, like I get you guys kind of have to like, you're trying to cover your asses. No offense. Probably shouldn't be saying this with the fucking Twitch Rivals thing right on my screen. But you know what I mean? Like, now you're just overdoing it, and I did not ask for this. Like they asked me before I came if I needed an escort between my events, and if they needed someone to watch over me during my events, or like if I'm walking around the convention and stuff. And all along,
who the hell is this guy? Wee! Call the cops! Call the cops! He keeps like, inching closer and closer.
I don't want one. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not even for me. It's just for PR. And I'm like, I don't want one. Today they asked me again. They recommended I have personal security all day. I rejected. I said, please do not. I better not see anybody securing me. I better not get anybody protecting me, or I'm gonna get angry.
Right. Okay, so obviously you shouldn't be like forcing it on anyone who doesn't want it. You should give everyone the option of having security. And if they reject it and then something happens, that's obviously not going to be your fault, and they took the risk to do that, right? Nobody's going to be blaming Twitch for that. But I feel like this is very weird to complain about. Emiru just got SA'd at TwitchCon and you're here complaining like, oh my god, I can't believe security is protecting me. This is so hard to deal with. Like, is it just me, or is she coming off really spoiled? Like, oh, because of Emiru, now bodyguards are following me, guys. I mean, that's like the one decent move that Twitch is actually doing, and you're getting mad at it. I don't know. I guess sure, you should have the option to reject it, but like, what a weird thing to cry about. Are these guards like touching up on you or something? Like, why would you even be mad that people want to protect you? This is so insensitive to complain about given what happened to Emmy. It's like she's blaming her for causing this mild inconvenience for the sake of everyone's safety. Promise you 100% if what happened was to Pokey, she would not be crying about extra precautions. I don't really understand. Of course, they're going to offer additional security. They're trying to fix what they effed up. If you act like this, it just validates what they originally probably thought was maybe we don't need it. This just seems weird. Twitch is trying to do PR when they could have just had a good security to begin with. Like, honestly, it's good to do some sort of thing after the fact as well. Let's be honest, TwitchCon is never going to be safe. Nobody's going to believe that it's actually going to be safe. So yes, this is probably just a PR move, if I'm going to be real. Moving on to legal mindset, talking about the legal liability for Twitch.
Lord, cockeye over here got a new haircut.
Involving Emiru.
And therefore, there are several...
I don't care if she got a lawsuit. Yeah, she got a lawsuit. Okay, great.
If I could live in, like, what would be my ideal enforcement TOS? My ideal enforcement TOS would be that there are no rules at all. And unless you are breaking the law or advocating doxing or some other variation of that, or doxing people, right? Because doxing in some places is against the law, some places it's not. But if you want to have the rules, then I think that they should be applied evenly. So basically, like, I have a almost pretty much free speech policy. Like, I would let people say whatever they wanted to say. You want to say some stupid racist stuff, go ahead and say it. You want to say some stupid stuff about how, you think, some terrorist was a great guy, go ahead and say it. You do whatever you want to do. That's fine. And I think that the free market of the free minds can make that decision, right? Like, can you call frog and fat? I think that, so like, harassing other creators is like it's a different concept. But like, again, the policy, I think that has to be consistent. And I think that's the big problem that people have with Twitch's terms of service. I think that if Twitch's terms of service were applied evenly in every instance, then I don't think anybody would be complaining about it. But the issue is that they're not. And that's the real problem that people have. What about gamer words? I don't care. Somebody wants to say the F word or the N word.
Well, but then why would you have a problem with somebody calling Frogan fat?
word, I wouldn't care at all. If you don't like that, just don't watch it. Don't look at it. There's rap songs that use it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the reason people are mad is the unequal enforcement, right? You can have some dumb rules or whatever, but the natural human response to someone getting preferential treatment is gonna be getting mad, right? And when it's so in your face and they constantly lie to you about it and you know it's happening, it just makes you feel so insane and get so mad about the whole situation. And their incompetence is now resulting in real people actually getting hurt in real life. So it's just obviously gonna drum up even more anger. They pick and choose based on who Dan Clancy is gooning at the current moment. He wants Hasan's micro and let's get him away with terrorism for it. Tectone calls someone fat, he's suspended for weeks. Moving on to Tectone's response to the situation, he calls out Twitch's response.
30 days. A joke got the same ban as a fucking crime. I want to remind you, me calling Denims a whore and Frogan fat got me banned in total for 30 days. I want to remind you that Mike from PA literally put a bounty on Destiny's head and he did not get banned for 30 days. He didn't even get punished. I want to remind you that Sean de Black literally said he was going to...
Hold on. That just reminded me. I came to an old post of this guy. I hope I'm not cheering on a bad person. If I am, chat, let me know. But is this guy a bad person? Hold on. If so, I'm gonna go delete my tweet. Hold on. Where is it? Ludwig. Hold on. Where? Oh, God. Right here. Is this guy a bad person? I don't think so. Hold on. Let me see what my chat said. Do y'all see this? Anybody know who this is? Will the boomers know to address these issues? I don't think everybody on there are boomers. You got millennials on there big time. Don't know them? Okay. Well, anyway, I like to congratulate, or shall I say encourage, white men when they're doing something without showing white guilt. So, Herminio Alicia, I don't know what this means, right? But apparently this must be, hold on. What is this? More and more prominent black influencers are unfollowing me. Some I used to call friend. These same people call out white liberals on a daily basis, and I never took it personally. On the contrary, I stood by them in solidarity for calling out white liberals' degeneracy. I guess I'm not supposed to sit by idly while my race is terrorized by a glaring issue. I can assure you that's not going to happen. I've drawn a line in the sand, and you have chosen your position. Your terms are accepted for Arena. Okay. And so somebody said, nothing but a race baiting charlatan you are. And
Who asked you?
I don't know if that's I don't even know if this is AI or what. I think it's AI. And he says, get back to work, boy.
Who asked you?
Yeah, this is AI. This is AI. And then he says, F it, I'll be whatever you want me to be. And I said, oh my God, a white man is called a racist and doubles down on it. You love to see it. Yeah, because I'm so tired of white guilt, dude. I'm so tired of white guilt. I'm so tired of white guilt. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. All right, so Tectone called Sean the Black DEI. That was funny.
Murder Destiny, and he didn't even get banned. As well as Hasan calling for the death of many different people, and he also did not get banned. Are we starting to notice a problem now? We're going to go a little bit further. So Twitch put out a notice saying, well, guys, we permanently banned them. Not their decision, by the way. That was because it was caught on camera. The clip blew up. Emeru's manager, God bless their soul, held them accountable and said, you are going to take these disciplinary actions and you are going to permanently ban this fucking loser. And so they have. They put in a note saying the person was apprehended and is currently being dealt with by the authorities. No, they weren't. Okay? No, they weren't. And the reason why we know they weren't is because we literally saw footage of this guy lackadaisically walking at a very relaxed pace out of TwitchCon with nobody restraining him, because just like the last security guard, well, if you do your job properly, you're going to lose your job promptly. Welcome to Twitch.tv. It's great. I also love how many of your employees I talk to, Twitch, that even think that you yourself are retarded because you aren't allowing your own employees, your own moderators, to do their jobs. And even they are like, fuck. Okay, so Hasan Denims and all these fucking people are actively slandering all these people, but you called him fat, all right? So you're going to get banned for 2 weeks. And now what are we going to do for you? Ooh, we're just going to tell you to ignore them because for some reason the higher-ups at Twitch are protecting these fucking bozos. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So Twitch literally put out a public statement that is completely falsified. It is a complete lie. It was debunked in minutes. None of them put out an apology. None of them corrected the wrong they did. They looked you in the eye. They spit in your face and they said, hey, you're going to believe this story.
Hello, Twitch CEO Dan Clancy here. Did somebody say spit in my face? I usually love that, especially when it's 20-year-old girls. I actually took a break from my gooning session specifically for you, Baldy. I still don't like you after you called my queen, Froggen, atomically expansive giganormous Rex. That was...
Atomically expansive. Woo, child, I swear.
Quite rude of you. You know what? She is totally invited to the Diddy after party, although I might need to up the budget for snacks. I know, I'm going to double the ads on Twitch. What a great idea. Oh, gotta go. Extra Emily is live. Dan Clancy out. Guys, I hired like 3 bodyguards. What the heck? It's like he manages to take over my videos every time. He's like fucking Danny Phantom possessing me. Help me, guys, help. Moving on to Hasan, taking his dog to a protest. Now, keep in mind, Hasan himself has said that he was shot at a protest by them firing into the crowd, and he kept talking about these fascist Nazis, the government trying to go after him, right? If I thought the Nazis were coming after me...
So Hasan spent all this money on his dog just to use it as a prop, just to show it off, okay? Just to seem like he is, hey, I'm one of you. So, yeah. This person should not own a dog ever.
Would I bring my dog straight to them? Like, I don't know, very confusing logic.
All right, so we're out here at downtown Los Angeles. She's the Antifa commander-in-chief, as you guys know.
Is this the shot collar?
Yeah, this is the shot collar dog. I think she sees, she smells the hot dogs and wants to go there. My message is, in short, the people united will never be defeated, and that we will fight fascism every step of the way.
A couple weeks ago, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He's a political commentator.
Yes.
You're also a political commentator. I see you're in a...
I was supposed to debate him.
Vest. You were supposed to debate
It's
him.
not a bulletproof vest. It's an airsoft vest. It's more so just so I have a press badge so I don't get shot at by the cops.
Got it.
Right, so there he admits he has a vest on so he doesn't get shot at by the cops, right? Doesn't sustain damage there. So what about your dog, you absolute bumbling moron?
Why bring the dog there? Why bring the dog? And then you admitted that you have a shock collar on her. Because the person who looked at it has said, oh, you got a shock collar on the dog.
He even acknowledges that it could be dangerous, and he still brings her out there. This guy is such a piece of shit, bro. And you know this man is carrying that freaking remote in his pocket, pressing the buzz button from his damn pocket, all right? The definitely not a shot color remote. The definitely a dog gate button. The definitely a Zin tin, obviously. Also, calling your dog a terrorist is just crazy, all right? Leader of Antifa here. Bro's gonna get his dog killed and then blame it on the tyrannical far right. Oh my god, agents of Israel killed my dog, guys. Also, this guy saying, we will fight fascism. Brother, your dog is fighting fascism right now. Your
Poor thing. Poor Kaya. Poor Kaya.
Over its ability to move from its freaking place, all right? I guarantee you, this dog is ecstatic at the fact that it's getting to actually move for once in its goddamn life, all right? Breathe the air while you can. You're going back in the Citadel. Now click this video or you're
God. I hate Hasan so much. And I'm sure he tweeted some more too. What was this? This was the last one 2 hours ago. Dude, I missed out on some Hasan tweets. Nah, he still hasn't posted nothing since 2 hours ago. We must, Here we go. Still though. What is considered illegal dog abuse? So he's still catching hell, dude. He's still catching hell. Lord have mercy. What is this? Comb his effing chest. Comb his chest. Right now, B-A. This is, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But this might go on for more than a week, Nina. Yeah, Tree, I didn't want to believe you were right about him taking Fish life, but he absolutely. Especially when we seen a picture of Fish having a wound on his neck. Yeah. Also, Fish was too young to be dead, to be dying. And then Hasan doesn't tell us anything about why or how he died. Well, then again, I don't think I really looked into it, so I don't care. So, but yeah, that's what I think. I think he had one of those spike collars on him and everything. Like this it's against his religion to treat a dog humanely. All right, I treat 2 feral cats more humanely than he treats any dog he ever had. Any. Anyway, let's do a cool down. Dude, I'm so like, what the heck? But anyway, there we go. Hold on. Let me tell y'all some good gossip before I go. Y'all remember that stupid bitch, Tomato? What's her name? Sarah the Flying Tomato or something like that. Hey, Jamal. How old was Fish when he died? I'm not sure. He was not old enough to die, though. He was not old enough to die. The Raging Tomato. I got it wrong. Anyway, so her and Cuck Wilson were real cool. Apparently, I guess she was going to be what is that blonde chick? What is the white girl? She's Jewish. That's part of the Groypers. I forget. Bimbo. They call her the Bimbo something. Anyway, so apparently. No, not Josanne. No, not her. This girl is actually not Josie. This girl is literally part of the Groypers. She's been with them for years. I just can't remember her name because she's so insignificant to me. But it's got Bimbo in it. Her name got Bimbo, literally Bimbo in it. And I guess Andrew was going to have Sarah the Raging Tomato as no, not Emily. I don't think y'all know who this girl is, because the reason why I think y'all don't know who this girl is because you have to know the Groypers and you have to know their website and you have to be around when he had his Cozy TV. If you don't know anything about Cozy TV, you're not going to know about the white girl I'm talking about. So, as I keep saying, Hasan is proof that there are evil people in the world. Anyone who still support, absolutely, it's evil. It's a POS. Anyway, so Rob Noor, y'all know Rob Noor. We love Rob Noor. Okay, I had no idea that Rob Noor and Andrew Wilson were best friends. I had no idea. That's like apples and orange. Well, apples and rotten grapes or something like that, right? So Rob is real cool. I ain't got nothing against Rob and everything like that, but I didn't know. So anyway, apparently Andrew was building up Sarah the Tomatoes stream, and she hung out with some losers and threw Rob underneath the bus and sent a hate raid. And I'm like, how could somebody insignificant, because Rob is well known. Rob is very well known on the left and the right. How could an insignificant channel send a hate raid to Rob's channel? Well, it did happen, and Andrew made a stream about it and sent, I guess a lot of her supporters were his supporters, and that bitch was at 20,000 subscribers. Apparently making a lot of money, hundreds of dollars every time she had Andrew on to do a stream. And because she joined a unknown group of people to go against Rob, Andrew turned on her ass, and she lost 6,000 subscribers. She lost so many subscribers, she shut her channel down. Hold on, let me see if she privated all her videos in hopes that she didn't get, hold on a second. Sarah, the raid, here we go. Let's see if she, okay, looks like they're back up. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, no, they're not. Her live streams are gone. That's the only live stream. Oh, no, she put it back up. She put it back up. Wait a minute. Then what was the purpose of hiding them at first? So she's doing a live stream right now, going against Rob Noor. Rob Noor backstabbed Sarah the Raging Tomato. Hashtag Crucible. Hashtag Rob Noor. Hashtag the Raging Tomato. You love to see it. You love to see it, dude. I was like, okay, all right. Yeah. There are some women that attach themselves to abusive men because they attached. Sorry, I'm skipping the subject. I'm skipping the sentence. There are women who attach themselves to abusive men online because they attach themselves to abusive men in person. This bitch attached herself to Alex Quasimodo. Then she attached herself to the Black Pill people. And oh my God, I still got a copy of that live stream where they just humiliated her. Called her, ran down, made her take her makeup off, start judging her, start clowning her. She just sat there and took it. And I said, oh my God, how low self-esteem do you have to be to do this? And then now she hooked up with Andrew, and now he put his foot up her ass. I said, it couldn't happen to a better person. I said, I don't like none of these people except Rob. Me and Rob cool. But I'm like, that's what you get. That's what you get, asshole. That's what you get. But look like she brought her videos back up. Wait a minute. Where is she at? Is she, hold on. Okay, she's at 16,000. So she got a couple, let me see. She probably got what, 1,000 back? She got 1,000 people back. Some probably hate subscribers that she got back. So yeah, man, I was like, okay, all right. You know me, I'm glad it happened to you. I'm glad it happened to you. All right, guys. I am going to go and I'm going to go and get this audio so that I can upload it to Patreon. And then I will see you all on the political channel tomorrow. Okay, I would upload a political channel right now, but I'm so tired. I only got enough energy to do something for my Patreon. So thank you guys for coming by. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. Okay, Saturday. All right, love you. Mean it. Later.